How sweet it is to be loved by you nerds. What is up? It's me, your buddy pal HeyArcher. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated. Sorry for no warning on the show. I feel like my settings are off. It's always something. It's always something. Let me see if I can fix it real quick. I think I fixed it real quick. I think I fixed it real quick. I think. Maybe. We'll see. We'll find out. This is your weekly Thursday night nerdy talk show where we sit back and relax. I said we sit back and relax. I made it worse. And hopefully by now you've poured yourself just a little bit of,
more specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
yeah, I don't know what I did. So I'm gonna go back to where I had it before and just see what happens. Yeah. Thursday, we drink, we talk nerd shop, we hang out, and promote your stuff. Because if you have a YouTube channel, podcast, blog, OnlyFans, newsletter, smoke signals, whatever it may be, put in the chat, support one another, plug yo shit. Gonna have a lot of fun today. Again, no agenda. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we're gonna talk about. And we're gonna try something new. I'm going to, because as you know, some of you members, you have access to join the live stream. So I think what we're gonna do is the link to join the live for members will go live towards the end of the show. So maybe every week we'll do that. End of the show, members get the open mic to come on. I think it's a pretty good idea. But without further ado, we'll bring in the glitchy man, myth, legend. It is me. Soy el problema. It is me. I don't know why it's glitching like that. It's like laggy. I don't understand what I did, but we, like I said, I guess we'll proceed, but it's bothering me. You guys know me. Every time something goes wrong with the camera or with the stream or whatnot, it's annoying as F. I'm going to see if I can fix it real quick. You know what? I'm going to just talk to you guys. You guys are going to see an error message probably while we chat it up. But yeah, like I said, I was thinking about this earlier today, and I was like, maybe that's a good idea. And I don't even think it's my original idea. I think Henry Brazilian does it that way, where at the end of his stream, he opens it up to people to join. So I was thinking maybe that's what I'll do for the members, like for you members out there. I think I got it. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm here. Boom. I think we're good. Yeah, so it's not my original idea. I think I saw him do it one, or maybe he does it on regular, I don't remember. But I've seen him do it, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll try that. So I'll put the link up in the member section of the YouTube channel, and I will turn it on towards the end of the stream. Do you guys like that idea? Is that a decent idea? Is that a good idea? For real. I want your honest feedback on that one. Because I just thought of it. But before we proceed, we'll say hi to everybody. Let me actually just post it. Interview off. There we go. I think we should be gravy. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat first. The Rambling Nerd Anthony, first one in. Good to see you. The Man Collects in the house. Good to see you, Chris. I assume you're editing tomorrow's video right now. Fair to say. Rex in the house. Good to see you. Dada Films in the house. Good to see you. Damn, I thought I was going to get sloppy seconds again. Oh. You get an extra one for that. Megadan in the house. Good to see you. Laughing at my tech difficulties. Megadan says, I'm just waiting until Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2025 announcement at 9 p.m. Eli Manning and Adam Vinatieri could possibly get a call to Caton, Ohio. I don't know what any of those words mean. I know what Peyton Manning is, or Eli Manning. I know both Mannings, but yeah, I don't know football. Millennium posted a link. It's a new link. Yeah, let me see if I can click on that. Hang on, let me open up my other browser so I can click on some links and see what you got going on. See what you got going on. Hang on. Might hear an echo real quick, so I apologize for that. Got his link here. Posted up here. And let's see. Boom, we got it. Am I muted? No, I think we're good. Look at that. Donate to his next build, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You have an Elegoo affiliate link. All right, we'll click on that. Any Cubic affiliate link, Amazon, the swag, Toka Laser. What is that? Oh, laser printers. Nice, nice. I've been getting into Elegoo, so I might have to start using your link. Got some filament here. What I started doing is messing around with their PCB boards. Here you go. So I picked this thing up, got it on Amazon, and I gotta say it's pretty fun. It actually, this is the more advanced one. There's a lesser version. Close out. Maybe it's this one here. Yeah, it's this one. So I picked this one up. I think it's on sale now for like $35. I'll throw a link in the chat for you guys. But if you ever want to like kind of tinker around with learning electronics and LEDs and whatnot, this is a pretty fun board. Comes with almost everything you would need. And even looking at it right now again, because everything's kind of a mess where I'm practicing, but you can pretty much do a build off this if you want to make like some sort of electronic prop or something. So this is fun. So I've been using Elegoo a lot, but if I ever, especially if I go into the printing thing, I'll use your affiliate link. That's good to know. That's good to know. Like I said, you guys always support each other. That's the goal. That's the goal. Dave's Dimension in the house. Good to see you. I'm saying hi to him. You guys saying hi to each other. Love that. Ultra Cardazilla in the house. Good to see you. Nerdy, you SOB. I didn't know there was a live today. I forgot. I forgot to schedule it. It's wild. There's huge misconceptions about work from home. And I have met people in my lifetime that actually are partially to blame. They're partially to blame. Where they can sit at home and like play video games for hours, or they can go to the gym for like 3 hours, or do whatever in a work from home position. And I don't have one of those jobs. I'm always like doing stuff. And even though I'm sitting here at the computer, I will forget to do like schedule a live stream, or before I start work in the morning, maybe I just take 20 minutes to like work on editing a video, or maybe afterwards I work on editing a video. I just forget. I've got to do stuff. So one of the things I realized earlier while I was eating dinner was I didn't schedule the stream. I didn't make an Instagram post or Facebook post. So I was like, hopefully you guys just remember it's Thursday. So I'm sorry.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
I deserve that. I was playing hard to get. We're saying hi to each other. Love that. Don't forget Rex's only printers page. That's good. That's good. Casual. Oh, thank you. Casual Nerd in the house. Josh in the house. Drop the link in the chat for the Girl Scout cookies, please. Because earlier today, I was like, oh, when I do my stream, in the description, I wanted to put the link for that. So if you guys are ever like crowdfunding, or I should say like if you need like donations for stuff, like you're raising money for a cause, or even something like Girl Scout cookies, send me a link. I'd love to put it in the description so that you guys can click on it. Once again, support each other. Down there right now, you'll see there's a link for Ectotech, who creates any Ghostbuster vehicle out there you see. It must be approved by Ectotech. If anybody has it and they say it's legit, you got to get it approved by Ectotech. There's no way around it. It has to be done. He's the GOAT. He's the best there is, best there was. Here you go. So Ectotech, as I mentioned before, is raising money to finish the garage that will be a museum. So that way, all the cars that him and his uncle collected over the years, all these cars from movies and whatnot, have a place to live. So link is down below. Donate to the GoFundMe. I would appreciate it. He would appreciate it. And the community as a whole would appreciate it. So links down below. And then I'll put a link down below for some Girl Scout cookies as well. Everybody hit that like button. There you go. Josh said, will do. Love it. There's the link right there. There's a link right there. So make sure you guys click on that. Order some cookies. Let's make sure Josh does not get in trouble. And by getting in trouble, I mean what probably every parent has to do when they're trying to when their kid has to like sell chocolate or cookies or whatever. If you don't meet the minimum, you end up buying it yourself. So let's help the casual nerd not have to buy all the cookies himself and not get in trouble. That'd be great. But what do you guys have going on? What's everybody doing? How's everybody's week going? Let me know, of course, down below. Rolando in the house, Universal Mod. Good to see you. I didn't get a chance, so I'll do it now. We'll do the shameless plugs for the channel. Nerd Affiliated on Instagram. That is your, if you want to reach us directly, that's your best way and fastest way to do it. Hit us up on Instagram. Hit us up on Facebook. If you want to get in touch with Sal, hit him up on Discord. He's our Discord mod over for Nerd Affiliated. But also, if you want links to everything and you're listening on the audio-only podcast or whatnot, nerdaffiliated.com has links to everything we do, from merch to shorts to clips to full episodes. All that fun stuff can be found at nerdaffiliated.com. I feel bad. I do feel bad about one thing. And then I'll continue with the comments. MegaCon's this weekend. I had no idea it was this weekend. And that, I mean, I definitely need to get to MegaCon. Like MegaCon, Toylanta, DragonCon, which is also in Atlanta. Those are like ICCC, right? ICCC. CCC. Yeah. ICCC. I got to get to all those shows. Those are on my list. But Toylanta is proving to be a monster of a show. And somebody in the community ordered a shirt to wear there, to be on camera. And it shipped, but I didn't realize it was this weekend. So I feel bad they're not going to get it in time. But maybe I'll send them a gift or something. But if you guys ever want to order some merch from the store over at the website, by all means, go for it. Turnaround time is usually going to be like 7-10 days because I don't have all the stuff here and it's all print on demand. So, disclaimer, but all support is always appreciated. Thank you so much. So Ultra Carter said, I finally got my DNA Design DK52 upgrade kit and finally upgraded my Studio Series figures of Optimal Primal. Oh, sorry. Cheetor and Rhinox. I don't know what that kit is. I know who they are. Let me look that up, actually. DK52 upgrade kit. Let's take a look. Oh, this is from Big Bad Toy Store. That's cool. I didn't realize they sold kits for you to upgrade your Transformers figures. That's neat. $30. Oh, right. You did. Yeah, you sent that to me before. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. That's cool. I like that. Josh says, I'm snowboarding this Saturday at Camelback. If anybody in the Poconos or PA area. Yeah. Throwback to that. Josh and I went on a couple ski trips back in the day where we'd rent a house, whole bunch of us, hot tubs, drinks, debauchery, all that fun stuff. So I think Camelback was one of the places we went to, if I remember correctly. Good times. So in some movie news, we had a couple trailers drop this week. So let's talk about that real quick. But the first thing, before I even get to that, I wanted to mention this thing here. Disney had their earnings this week, and they did good. I ended up making this YouTube short / Instagram short as a more of a disclaimer, and this is like a whole nother level of nerdness here on the channel. But you guys know I love talking stocks, love talking box office, all that fun stuff. But more importantly, we are all about fighting fake news in the nerd space. Specifically, Fandom Menace. I bundled it all in Fandom Menace stuff, but like all the like anti-woke and whatever channels, they always want to attack based on headlines. And this is one where I was like, I want to make sure nobody misses this. So, and I already saw it on a couple platforms. So in their report this week, Disney noted they lost 700,000 subscribers to Disney Plus. And while that happened, and that is true, let's go through voice breaks today. As that happened, and it's true, it does not tell you the full story. So they still increased profit over last year. Disney Plus still making money. I think the parks saw a decrease in revenue, but still doing well. So like Disney's still doing great as a whole. And I don't want to confuse anything if people happen to stumble on this clip or jump into the show. Not a Disney show at all. Not a Disney adult. I haven't been to Disney World since I was like 10. I ridicule them with the best of them. But what I want to always avoid is when people start talking in the content space about Star Wars and Marvel, and they're like, see, they lost X subscribers, or they're crashing and burning, go woke, go broke, all this stuff. We care about that kind of stuff, but like the masses don't. People still view Disney as like, oh, it's Disney. Oh, it's Marvel. Oh, it's Star Wars. So we could bash the shows. We could judge the shows. We could judge the merch. We could judge the parks. We could judge their policies. Still killing it financially. So there's my disclaimer. As I proceed to start bashing stuff. As I proceed to give you what you need. And then I'll get back to the comments after this. So Fantastic Four trailer dropped this week. Teaser trailer, to be specific. Teaser trailer. And I was not impressed at all. Not impressed. I like how I just always, I don't know why I did that. clicked on a hashtag, there's always going to be BS on there. We'll just go back to my video. So the trailer dropped and teaser trailer. Like I said, was not impressed. Not impressed at all. Looking at some comments here that I didn't even catch before. Yeah, I didn't see all these. So Dre says, I'm sold on it. It'll be a good film. It is a lead-in for films to come. Dave agrees. Oh, no, sorry. Dave said, well, we can agree to disagree. Something feels off with it. Dave said, maybe we do a show on this. There you go. This guy said, what do you mean? It looks fantastic. Huh? And the dirt on the camera as Johnny's flying looks so accurate and well-made and amazing. What a crazy take, especially since the others weren't Marvel films. Excited. Wow, I got more comments on this than I thought. Trash. I'm going to like this one. Yeah, so here's the thing. If you're excited for Fantastic Four in general, fine. I feel like people are excited just for the sake of being excited for something new. And it's like, oh my God, that team's coming to the MCU. But like the trailer literally doesn't really, it doesn't show you anything that's like, wow. Like, do you remember like seeing Spider-Man like web sling for the first time on live action, or like, you know, Star Wars trailer where Maul's double-bladed saber bust out of nowhere? Like, remember when trailers were great? You know, like the Superman trailer from the other day. I thought that was cool. That showed us like new things. The Fantastic Four trailer didn't show me anything. So everybody who's like, oh man, the trailer was sick. I'm like, but what was sick about it? You know, and hey, everybody's opinion is their own. I was like, there was nothing there. To me, there was nothing there to rant and rave about. Am I saying it's going to suck? No, I have no idea. I will say this. If the next two movies coming out are duds, it is not going to help the case of Fantastic Four. Because I'm convinced that they are really, really, really banking on the Pedro Pascal thing. Really banking on that. To pull the movie. Honestly. I don't see how that's not the angle, you know? Theory I have on the movie that isn't too crazy. Actually, no, I'll hold back because I don't want to spoil it in case you've been avoiding spoilers. It's not a spoiler. I think they said it, but yeah, we'll see. I feel like the movie really needed, and maybe we'll be proven wrong when it comes out. I think it really needed a James Gunn to make them cool, make them fun. Take characters that have always just been serious, especially like Johnny Storm. Like he's usually like the joke, you know, the comic relief of the group. But it's going to take somebody like really strong at the writing to turn us around on this thing. We'll see. Ultra Carter said, as I before said, I have no desire to watch Jurassic Park Rebirth. We'll talk about that. And you already know why, but I will admit the toys look awesome and will look great for my Halo Jurassic World crossover. There you go. Josh said, I'm actually taking the kids to Disney this year for the first time. Nice. You have to report back. Let us know how it is. Dada says the Fantastic Four always has a black cloud following it. Yeah. A James Gunn retool. Yeah. It's just hard. Like and it doesn't make sense why it's so difficult. You know, because there's other teams that have been debuted in live action. Again, X-Men, Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide Squad, not the first one, the second one. There's been a lot of movies where an entire team is debuted for the first time and it manages to work. But for some reason with Fantastic Four, it just doesn't work. And I do wonder if Marvel had not been doing so much multiversal stuff, up till this point, could that have been the cool part of Fantastic Four? Because Reed Richards, his storylines a lot of times revolve around multiversal. There's the Council of Reeds, the way that in was it Ant-Man and Wasp at the end where they had the Council of Kangs? There's a Council of Reeds. And Reed Richards has always been involved in multiversal stuff. So if we hadn't had so much multiversal content from Marvel up to this point, would that have been mind-blowing if in the trailer they were like, oh, there's another Reed Richards pops up. Like, hey, what are you doing in my universe? Right? Like, end trailer. Boom. That'd be crazy. So, I don't know. I have my concerns, but we'll see. Dave just sent me something. Yes, I am streaming tonight. And I did see that Mondo tease. We can talk about that too. So yeah, Fantastic Four teaser trailer. It did nothing for me. It did nothing for me. If anything, that the trailer to the Michael B. Jordan Fantastic Four did more. Because at that point, I think we were all kind of ready for some more darker type superhero shows at that point in time. And they were barely the Fantastic Four in the movie. It literally pulled a Power Rangers where you're there for the action of this team and you don't get any action until the very end of the movie. And in fact, there are scenes in the trailer that aren't even in the movie that involve action. So there's that. There is that. But to Ultra Carter's point, we also got a new trailer for Jurassic World. And also kind of trash. Dave said, hot take, I haven't even watched the new Jurassic trailer. And I'll keep it that way. I won't play the trailer for you. Multiverse is the way to go. Keeps the old canon alive. It is. It is in the sense of you don't have to have crossover with the multiverse. Like back in the day, and this is a damned if you do, damned if you don't moment. Back in the day, you had the X-Men movies, you had the Spider-Man movies, but they were separate. They're absolutely separate. And it was always like, oh man, what if they ever crossed over type of deal. You had the Snyderverse that introduced God. Well, it had its own Batman, of course, and Superman. But then you also had the Deathstroke on there. And then you at the same time, CW's running and they have their own Deathstroke. They have their own Superman. They have their own Batman. And you get the Titans universe. That's separate. It has their own. So while it's cool to have heroes fight each other and have crossover of shows when they're popular, James Gunn currently has it set where there's going to be other universes, like the Pattinson verse, kind of its own thing, and the Gunverse, which he hates the name apparently, but the Gunverse is going to have its own Batman. So I think that's the way to go. I think truly that's going to be the way to go, is if you do a multiversal thing, maybe it's like CW where there's a one crossover where everybody shows up and you're like, wow, that's so cool. But even they overdid it. They did too many crossovers. Man, the good old days of CW. The good old days. But let's talk about Jurassic World Rebirth. Got that trailer as well. Am I going to compliment anything today? I don't know. But we got the trailer, and it seems like, was it part 3 all over again? We We go to the scientist. Hey, we're going to the park. Do you want to come? And they're like, yeah. What could go wrong? Movie. So I don't get, I honestly, I don't understand how this franchise is still going. But it is. And as long as kids want to watch Jurassic Park, we'll still get movies of it. But like at this point, I'm like, they're all the same. It's really turning Fast and Furious, where it's just they all blend together in my head. But I'm also not the demographic, I guess. So what do I know? Will I watch it eventually? Doubt it. But I'm very curious to hear how it is. And I'm curious to see if they do their own multiversal thing too. Who knows? Number one question though. Will the movie cross over with Fast and Furious? If it does, I'm in. If I find out there's a Fast and Furious crossover in this movie, I will go to the theater and I will sit there. I'll eat my popcorn and I'll watch Vin Diesel freaking pull the e-brake and whip some velociraptor whip a T-Rex in the face with a freaking Mustang or whatever it is he drives. So let's see here. I think I read those already. Ultra says, well, Dave, as I said, I have no desire to watch Rebirth, and why should I watch the trailer when I will not watch the movie? There you go. I especially hate that they did not give the lead role to underrated actors like Rinko Kikuchi, Alan Richardson, and Andrew Garfield. I don't know if he's underrated. Is Andrew Garfield underrated? Instead of wasted it on the overrated Scarlett Johansson. I would dare say potentially overpaid Scarlett Johansson in this case. I agree she's overrated, but we talked about this before. We're really going based off of like 2 movies. And those are more later movies or recent movies. But I feel like it's potentially overpaid to do this role. But I don't know how much he made on the movie. So that's pure speculation. Keep speaking the gospel. Sure, why not? Yeah, at this point, sure. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Andrew Garfield is very underrated, as not everyone talks about his roles outside of Spider-Man, and Hacksaw Ridge is a very underrated movie Andrew Garfield stars in. I gotta really think about it. Because I think, don't get me wrong, I think he's good. I do think he's good. I don't have any issues with Andrew Garfield. I just don't know if underrated is the word I'd use for him. What do you guys think? Andrew Garfield underrated? Because I liked him in Spider-Man. I haven't seen his other movies, so I mean that's part of the problem, I guess. But when I think of underrated, up until recently, I would say, like Ryan Gosling, right? Like somebody who just like kills it every time in all these like in this wide range of movies, and then once we get to there's Notebook where he popped off, and then he popped off again with that musical movie. But then Barbie, was another one where people were like, oh, that's right, that guy. And I'm like, he's one of the best actors of our generation. So I'd say like to me, he might be underrated, but debatable. Like he's an A-lister. Can you be an A-lister and underrated? I don't know. These are questions I have. Someone's calling me during the stream, so I will say I'll call him tomorrow. He's a good actor, maybe underutilized, but he's never blown up outside of Spider-Man and Why can't I say that? Hacksaw Ridge. I don't know why I can't say that. K-Pop's brother. Good to see you. He was good in Social Network, yeah. All right, so they were in Pacific Rim. Got it. Whoa, Aaron Waller in the house. Good to see you. K-Walk in the house. Good to see you. Oh, Scooby Life in the house. Good to see you. Sorry. For all of you. Gosling has that former child star stigma. The only reason I don't know about that is because I don't know if people remember that he was a child star. Like, he's just been in the game for so long. But like, legit, if we think about like best actors, right, that are sub 50 at this moment, right? I think he's one of the best. He's one of the best. People would probably say like Ryan Gosling. They would maybe say, I'm always leaning towards Emma Stone, but I think she just takes more unique roles than she's like that awesome. I'm not saying she's bad, by the way, but JB in the house would see you. I'm going to Google it. Let's see. Top 10 actors under, let's say 50. This list must be old. Christian Bale's not 50? There's no way. That's impossible. Javier Bardem is definitely over 50. He's 51. Yes, I thought Christian Bale was older than that. All right, so this list I'm going to say is kind of BS because Jeremy Renner, I love him, but there's no way he's in that top list. Yeah, Will Smith's over 50. That's an old list. Here's a Reddit post. Most actors under 50 in movies today have little to no talent. Adam Driver. Yeah, my friend has very strong feelings about him. Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, Oscar Isaac. I don't know if Oscar Isaac has no talent. I wouldn't say that. Rosamund Pike, Henry Cavill. What? This list is bullshit already. Bullshit. Olivia Wilde, Tom Hardy. Yeah, that's cap. Yeah. Poor examples. Agreed. Man. Well, let's look at like an under 30 and see if it triggers any names for us that are under 50. Because I feel like under 50 is our generation. Don't know any of these people. Tom Holland. I don't think Tom Holland just plays Tom Holland. I've yet to see a movie where I'm like, wow, he did a really good job playing that role, not playing Tom Holland. Not saying he doesn't have the potential to do it. I don't see it. Let's look at images. Maybe they'll. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's probably about to. How old is he? How old is Joseph Gordon-Levitt? $43. I'd put him on a list of like amazing range. I'd say I see. I would probably say he's underrated. I don't think he's ever made like a stinker. I mean, the movie might be I feel like with him, if the movie's terrible, it's not because he was a bad actor in the movie. It's just like the script was bad. But then again, there's things on this list, you know. Depending on how he does in Superman, I'd say he has potential. That wouldn't put me over the edge, but potential. Do we think that Zendaya is like a top actor or actress? Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood's solid, but I don't know if he's like a GOAT of the generation. Ooh, this is like an entire podcast could be dedicated to that. Like top actors and actresses under 50. Like who will be who's going to be the Tom Cruise, the Brad Pitt, the Sigourney Weaver, the Angela Bassett, who's going to be those of our generation? You know what I mean? Oh, what's his face? That's in Dune, right? I think he's pretty good. Not the main guy. The Wyatt Russell's another one I think has some potential. God, what's his name? Oh, he's in Dune 2. I type in Dune 2. Is it Austin Butler I'm thinking of? No, there's somebody else that was in my head. And I'm forgetting. Sorry, let me get to the comments. Yeah, like I said, JB in the house, Geek Strong in the house, K-Walk in the house, Scooby Life in the house, K Paso in the house. All right, so Dada said, good Gosling films. First, number 1 is First Man. 2 is Drive. 3 is Half Nelson. 4 is Blade Runner. 5 is Blue Valentine. Only seen Drive and Blade Runner. I have not seen the other 3. I don't think. Ultra Carter says Alan Richardson could be the new Arnold Schwarzenegger since I get Arnold vibes from him. I think Alan, first of all, love Alan Richardson in Reacher. Like I feel like I mean, I've said this countless times. I'll never stop saying it. And I don't think it's going to happen at this point. He'll probably get a bigger role, but I really think he could nail Blue Beetle. I mean, Booster Gold in DC. Really think that he could do it. Really think he could do it. Tom Hardy. Is he under 50? Oh, 47. All right, yeah. I'll give you Tom Hardy. Oh, Shia LaBeouf. I mean, think about it. Like Shia LaBeouf, again, might be in some shitty movies, but you can never knock his acting in the movie. You know, I've not seen Crystal Skull, but I feel like Shia LaBeouf, if he shows up to act in a movie, I would put his method acting against Tom Hardy in a movie. I mean, that movie would be fucking sick. The two of them are like really playing some effed up people in a movie. That could be a fun one to watch. Timothy Chalamet. So I need to see. I'm willing to believe it. I got to see. I think the Bob Dylan movie would be a good one to really see his range if there's some. How old's Benedict? How old is Benedict? $48. All right, there you go. Benedict could probably go on the list. But does he have range, or is he just him? He's married to Sophie Hunter. Oh, I'm thinking of Sophie Turner. Wrong Sophie. Yeah. Yeah, the Bob Dylan movie. I'm curious. Everybody sing Hi Each Other. Oh, yes, 47. Everybody sing Hi Each Other, yeah. John Bernthal. I think he's over 50. Oh, all right, 48. But is he GOAT? Is he in the top list? I don't think so. Not yet. Not yet. But it's funny. Josh Brolin, I sent the clip to the guys in our group chat. Josh Brolin was told by somebody when he did, after he did No Country, he was like, the person was like, oh, how's it feel to like not be C-list anymore or something like that. And he's like, what are you talking about? Like all those movies like meant so much to me that I did before, like to say like those are C-list movies versus like this movie or whatever. But he brought up the point about Anthony Hopkins. How Anthony didn't pop off until he was in his 50s. Morgan Freeman, I think, didn't pop off until he was in his 50s. So like, you know, when we talk about our generation, you know, we talk age-wise, but if we talk about like how much time they've been in the game, you know, that's a whole different story. Somebody could be in it for like 3 years, just pulled off the street. Like, should they be in our generation if they're like 60? I don't know. Well, I turned on for members, I turned on the link to join the stream. So if there's anybody who wants to join stream, we have that open for channel members in the community tab. Feel free to click on that if you like. If you are a paying member of the website, feel free to message me and let me know if you want to join as well. Yeah, I mean, that could be a whole conversation. GOAT actors of our time. Just making sure I didn't get a DM. Let's go back to the other lists. Yeah, Tom Holland. I didn't realize he was not 50 yet. For some reason I thought he was. I wouldn't have gone mid 50s. I thought he would have been like 51, 52, somewhere in there. Charlize, how old is Charlize? There you go. She could be up there. She's got some good range, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Charlize could definitely go on that list. Margot Robbie. She can go on the list. You just made the list. Yeah. I was listening to For Those Good Tastes this week, and they brought up Tommy Lee Jones and like, where has he been? What's the last movie he made? Dude's just looking rough for 78. I'll tell you that. Because they did. I forget the guy's name. There's a third guy on the show now. He's been on it for a while, but he just. Oh, and Dante actually. Dante just watched for the first time. They did They call it the taste test, where they all watch like the same movie, and for some of them, it's like the first time they're seeing the movie. They watched No Country. Second time I'm mentioning that on the show. And they brought up Tommy Lee Jones, and they're like, yeah, he's not been around for a while. But look at that. The Burial 2023. Yeah, not looking bad. Not looking bad. She's good too. I think if she gets a couple more like banger roles, she's good. Jamie Foxx. How old is Jamie Foxx? 50. My man's 57. Yo. Does not look it. Don't crack, man. Don't crack. Don't crack at all. Yeah, Shy solid. John Berthal. Josh Brolin is awesome. Sicario. Yeah. Sicario's great. Sicario's great. Love Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah. CitizenBrick.com. What is that? Oh, Steve in the house can see you. He's sending me some toy news, some toy things. Let me see if I can click on that. Let's see. Are these just... This is what Dot has sent me. Are these all like Lego things? That's funny. Like a keg. You know, I never got into Legos. Never got into it. The Man Collects in his last video was talking about the X-Men Mansion Lego set coming out. That thing's like $350. It is insane. That is insane. Somebody put together the Ghostbusters trap with Legos. Was it Brick Builder or something like that? Where they tell you how to make stuff? So if I'm getting it right, I mean, as I stumble through my words here, you can figure out how to make all these Lego things based on what you already have, or you can order these pieces, and they're not like official, but you can build stuff. I think that's what this is, right? They'll tell you how to build it, and then they're not like official. Although for the price, I'm thinking they actually send you these Legos. That's probably what they do. Scroll down to the right. Oh. That's funny. That's good. That is good. Yeah, the bolt gun enthusiast. I like that. That's pretty good. Ultra says, I stopped doing Legos back in the late 2019. And to this day, I've not bought a Lego set in over 5 years. And I don't plan to get back into Legos. Another reason I stopped doing Legos is due to not having enough room space. Yeah, I mean, I've never had a desire to do Legos. But one of the things that always turned me off with them is like once I built them, what would I do with them? Like, because they're so fragile, you know? I met a guy who built the Millennium Falcon. I talked about this with Josh, actually, when Josh was on the show. I met a guy who was building the Millennium Falcon, and his goal was to buy there was a coffee table that had like a large like hollow spot in it with glass over it, and it fit exactly the dimension of the Lego Millennium Falcon. So you could take the glass out, put the Falcon in there, put the glass on top, and it's like a display piece. So, you know, maybe the one-off like that, but I don't know. There's people who build a lot of Legos, and I'm like, what do you do with them after a while? Because the other thing too is like once you're with toys and collecting, I can have a Marvel display, for example, right? Put Marvel Legends up. They're up there, and then if I'm like, oh, I want to switch out to something else, I can just take them down, put them in a box, put up something new. With the Legos, like when you take them down, you can't really put them somewhere else. You got to take it apart. I think, right? You guys tell me. Looking forward to the Game Boy Lego later this year. All right. Turns out Steve is a Lego guy too. I know it's getting stuffy today. All right, why don't we end looking at some box office stuff before we wrap? And once again, for channel members, if you do want to join the stream, there's a link in the community tab or the post tab. We got Box Office Mojo up here on the screen. Dogman. I have no idea what Dogman is. But it's doing decent. 43 mil. DreamWorks. Is it good? Anybody care about this movie? I don't know. But when is Cap? Next week, the 14th. 14th would be next Friday. Has anybody's opinion changed on this yet? Since they've started to amp up or ramp up the marketing on this. Because I don't know. I saw a clip the other day, a fight scene. Wasn't doing it for me. Was not doing it for me. So I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how this one does. We talked about it before. They debunked the budget conversation where I think people were speculating 250. I think it's 180 was like the new number. We will see. But it is confirmed. I will do a slight spoiler here for wrestling fans out there. Sadly, it's confirmed Seth Rollins is not in the movie. They cut him out in all the re-edits. So, we'll see. But it's funny, in the fight scene I was watching, one of the first comments in that video, because Sam is fighting like some humans. I think they're humans. I don't know. And people are like, you literally just showed him getting beat up by regular dudes, and you want me to believe he's going to fight the Red Hulk? So, Ultra Carter says, I still plan on watching Captain America 4, but not on next Friday since I have plans for Valentine's Day. Steve says, I'm just not a fan of Clarence as Captain America. That's funny. Seth Rollins made it clear in his interview with Chris that he is not in Captain America 4 yet. He's not in it. They took him out. Hope he still got paid for it. That sucks. Funny show. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how that's going to do. Worldwide 2025. Den of Thieves. Oh, that movie. Okay. That's first place at the moment. At 50 mil. So, it's easily going to be first place on the year when it drops. I don't think that's... Looking at this list here, I don't think that's really up for debate. It's not going to be top for the rest of the year, for sure. Marvel needs a win. And here's the thing. I'm not one of those that's like banking on them failing. Like, I don't want them to fail. At this point, I really want to win because I really want to be excited for Marvel movies. Like, I want us to all universally be excited. And maybe Thunderbolts is it. I'd be shocked if it's Fantastic Four. Absolutely shocked. I don't know how I would do it. I don't know. I don't want to say what's in the trailer in case some of you are avoiding trailers for Fantastic Four. But I don't know. Let me show what Dave sent me before. Mondo released this little clip here. Ghostbusters News got a hold of it. It is Egon throwing is it a plasma grenade? Is that what they called it? I don't remember. Over at Sandman for the next launch of the Plasma Series Wave. I don't know why they're teasing it like this, because didn't we see both of these at like Toy Fair or something? So I'm not sure why there's a need to like tease it. We've seen the figures, right? Mondo Ghostbusters. Yeah, we saw these. So like doing the teaser is kind of pointless. I could be wrong. But either way, I'm not doing it for $200. Speaking of Seth Rollins, no way. I don't think so, pal. That's not how this works. Not doing it for $200. But yeah. We'll see. I feel like Ghostbusters is sadly getting into it's getting ready to hibernate. It's going to hibernate. It's just a slow period. Star Wars is in a slow period. Ghostbusters is in a slow period. Nothing we can do about it. Absolutely nothing we can do about it. There's the Ghostbusters cartoon coming out, but I think that's going to be next year. Star Wars, we have Mando and Grogu coming out this year. That trailer needs to be something amazing. Absolutely. Got Andor season 2 coming out in a couple months. But nobody's like talking about those outside of Star Wars content creators, which just like Ghostbusters, like that's your job. That's what we have to do. But I'm not excited for Mando and Grogu at all. At all. All right. But I think that's it. One last look here. I'm just looking at a DM. It's pretty funny. Here's what I was looking at and laughing at. This is not a DM. This is for you football fans out there. Chick's like 21. You get that money. You get that money. It's just hilarious. It's just hilarious. How can you not laugh at that? How can you not laugh at that? And now I'm getting brick builder ads on Instagram. Of course. Of course. I was going to play this Captain America clip, but I don't want to get pulled. One last thing here. Ray J needs a biopic. Balls in your court, Marvel Studios. Sure. Why not? Why not? Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm going to do that going forward. I didn't give you guys any like kind of notice, but going forward, I will turn on the link to join the stream for members. That'll be over on YouTube. So if you do want to join the live stream, head over to the community tab and you can click the link. And I'll do that towards the end of every show. Or at least try to. I'll try to remember. If I don't remember, remind me. If I have a guest on, probably won't do it. Debatable. But I think that's going to be the move going forward. I was supposed to drop a Ghostbuster video this weekend. I don't think it's going to happen. Unless I do like a speed edit. But I don't think it's going to happen. I'll try. I think that's all we have really coming out. Just that video. And I got some more mods. So I'm going to do another video I'll probably record that one this weekend to come out the following week. And then we'll be ready to review Captain America. So I still haven't bought any tickets for it. I'll determine last minute when I'm going to watch it. I'm definitely not going to sacrifice doing the live show to watch the movie unless the reviews are like ridiculously good. They'd have to be like, this is the greatest Marvel movie ever for me to say, okay, next Thursday, I'm going to forego a HeyArcher Live to go see Captain America. Other than that, it's probably going to be the following week because it's Valentine's Day weekend or something. So we'll see. But you guys let me know if you're going to watch that movie. And yeah, that's a wrap. Thinking about that movie gets me depressed, man. It does. It does. I can't get hyped for it. And that's the part that sucks. We have a Captain America movie coming out, and we're in 1 year. We have Captain America. We have the Marvel equivalent of Suicide Squad and a Fantastic Four movie coming out, and there's zero hype for anything. Zero hype for anything. 2025. Great start. HeyArcher Live every Thursday, 8:15 p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. Nerdy Coffee. I haven't done one in 2 weeks. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow. Maybe I'll do one next week. I don't know. Maybe this weekend. We'll find out. Join the channel memberships. 99 cents a month. Support the channel. Link down below for the Ectotech. And hopefully I can put down that link for the Girl Scout cookies. T3 in the house. There's zero hype. Talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace. I'm out of here.
What? Huh? More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Yeah, come on, push a button. Push a goddamn button.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.